Yo, what is good, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first part of this new series, What If Deku Was the Archangel? Let's go! Now, before this part does start up, remember, if you guys do enjoy this part, be sure to like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you want to, I really can't force you, but it's just free, so, you know, you should do that. If you want to be caught up immediately in all my videos and see them as soon as they come out, hit the notification tab or button, that'll be really cool. And leave a comment if you want. Yeah, like, if you want to leave a comment, suggest a new what if, just want to say g'day, or critique my perfectionist workness. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, anyway, if you guys want to comment down anything, comment them down below. Remember, all the links down in the description, so go check them out. All the music and everything is down in the description. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it. So just remember, God is awesome, you guys are too. And let's just get straight into this epic what if. Come with me, Izuku, and we shall change this world. We are all invested in this case. Are you? I'm with you all the way. Then let's go, Izuku Midoriya. Or should I call you Archangel? 9 years earlier, an 8-year-old boy with blonde hair and small white wings with talons, covered in grime and dirt protruding from his back, his stomach growling in pain, and his body bruised as he sits in an alleyway holding his stomach in pain. Izuku Midoriya. His father, Hayashi Midoriya, was the vice president of the Deterrent Company, letting Izuku live a luxurious lifestyle for a short time. However, when Izuku was of the age of 6, he left Izuku and his mother, Inko, without another word. Inko taking Izuku to another part of the city without another word. For months, Izuku and his mother lived on the streets. Inko used her quirk to help her and Deku get food and supplies to survive off. Her quirk Dash gives her a short burst of speed that lets her move forwards at near light speed for around 1 second. Her perceiving everything as fast as she's moving when in this kind of mode. However, she can only use it a few times a day, so she wouldn't have been able to do hero work. They do this until one day Izuku waits for his mother and waits and he keeps waiting for hours, but she doesn't come. He decides to go searching for her, leaving the alleyway that they'd taken shelter and lived in for the past few months, and goes and looks for hours for his mother. He looks in buildings and other streets, unable to find her. That is until he sees something in an alleyway, him approaching until he stops, freezing up, looking down to see a woman, his mother, covered in burns, bruises, cuts and scrapes, her clothes torn and blood trickling out of her skull. Shocked and confused, Izuku runs away, tears streaming out of his eyes as he keeps running for minutes. He keeps going. He runs a solid few miles until he gets to a different alleyway and starts throwing up what little he had left in his stomach. After a few minutes, Izuku stumbles out of the shadows, looking at the people walking past, begging for them to help. The people just walking around him and avoiding the poor child. Seeing how these people just avoid him like the plague, thinking that the heroes will solve it all, Izuku turns around, back into the alley, leaning against the wall, as Izuku thinks about his mother. How she looked after him, protected him, which ended up getting her killed. And then his father, and how he abandoned them, how they were left out on the streets, why his mother was murdered. His grief starts being overshadowed by his overwhelming burning rage towards his father and these people. Heroes, villains, doesn't make a difference to him, just everybody in general pisses him off. 2 years later, Izuku sits in an alleyway holding his stomach in pain. His stomach growling and his body bruised, covered in grime, dirt and blood, with multiple bodies covered in blood and gashes all over them surrounding him. That's when he hears clapping from the other end of the alley. "Well done, kid. You seem strong. I'm surprised someone of your age was able to pull something like this off. What's this, 4? No, 5 bodies. What do you want from me? You want to die too?" No, kid. I'm really not here to hurt you. I just know strength and potential when I see it." Izuku, looking up to the person talking to him, seeing a tall man stumbling towards him, with long white hair going down to his shoulders, grey eyes and tattered clothing. "The hell you want with me then?" "Well, first off, I wanted to give you something to eat. I don't have much myself, but I'd be happy to share." "You're a funny guy, you know that? Piss off. No one ever looks out for anyone. Only ever thinking of themselves, or better yet, thinking that a hero will sort it out. The only time anyone will ever look out for someone else is if they want something in return." "Well, you're not wrong. I do want something, but none in return. However, I just want people like us, the strong, to be able to live better lives, not trampled down here in the dirt. Or better yet, the strong should rule over the weak, not the other way around." "Alright, I'll think about it. But first, what's your name? I'm gonna trust you, I gotta at least know that." "Well, I don't really have a real name. I just go by 9. Dumb name. Whatever. Well, I've told you who I am, kid. You wanna return the favor?" "You really are a funny guy. You should try being a comedian." "Not yet, no. I still have to make sure you're not messing with me." Knowing he won't get anything else out of this kid, 9 just walks past the boy, walking over the bodies trying to avoid them, and gesturing for Izuku to follow him, which he does hesitantly. The walk is silent. 9 trying to bring up conversation, but Izuku ain't having it. And after about 5 minutes of walking, they arrive at a run-down, around 4 or 5-story building. "Nice digs," Izuku says, smirking. Ignoring the comment made, 9 just walks in with Izuku following, his guard up and taloned wings ready to slice up anyone that comes near. However, to his surprise, no one comes. They then walk up a few flights of stairs as he sees 9 standing in a room at a table as he spreads multiple different fruits, vegetables and other food items across the table, giving Izuku first dibs. Izuku points at multiple different items with a deadpan look, but 9 can see the excitement in the boy's eyes as he gives Izuku the food he requested. "How do I know this ain't poisoned or something?" Taking 9 off guard for a second. "Well, first off, why would I waste poison on some brat who would die in the slums sometime soon anyway? And secondly, do I look like I have the money to buy poisons? To kill some kid, nonetheless. Good point, as Izuku digs in. Whilst Izuku is scoffing down all the food he has, while still savouring it, which isn't too much since they need to ration, 9 just looks at him with almost pity, thinking, poor kid. What I can see is he's been out in this life for a few years. No wonder he survived. He's got amazing survival and killer instinct. Those men didn't look like his first time killing someone. Don't pity me. 9 snapping out of his thoughts. Huh? If there's one thing I hate more than people, it's people pitying me. 9 just nodding at this comment as they continue to eat and kinda conversate. 5 years later, 9 has helped Izuku over this time, helping him get fed, etc., but also helping him get stronger. Not just with physical strength, but with his quirk. Him having extremely good reflexes, durability, and strength. His talons on his wings being sharper than ever, and his lethality has gone skyrocketing. Being able to kill somebody in just a few blows. One day, while they're sitting at a window, they see a villain trying to get away from the police. Him using a strange earthquake, using it to blast away the cop cars while sliding on a rock creation. Kinda like what Todoroki does. As he's trying to escape, only a few heroes try to get him. Him using his rocks to protect himself. Only for the weather to suddenly get heavy and then extremely violent as thunder and lightning strike amongst the clouds. A blast of wind, almost like a tornado, slams down onto the heroes, flinging them away, allowing the villain to escape. Izuku looks to his side to see 9 there, his eyes glowing red with purple veins crawling all over his skin, only for him to start coughing with blood coming out of his mouth. Izuku rushing over and treating him immediately. Izuku has seen 9 use his quirk, however, the side effects have never been this extreme. A few weeks later, Izuku arrives at a strange building, seeing a large man guarding the door, only for him to open up the door, letting the boy inside. Izuku walks inside, seeing crowds of people in a large cage with 2 people fighting in it, with him wearing a robe to disguise himself as he walks out the back. Ah, Izuku, good to see you so soon. Izuku turns to see a tall, skinny man who looks like he runs the place. Look, I'm just here for my fight, get my money and leave, that's it. Well, get yourself ready, because this one's going to be a fight for sure. A few minutes later, Izuku walks towards the arena, seeing a large lizard man, not Spinner, being dragged out. Blood covering his body and cuts and just broken bits all over him. While Izuku walks to the cage, he hears the announcer. And here we have a crowd favorite who stunned us all with his precision and ruthlessness. Our little winged menace, Angel! Izuku walking into the cage, hearing the crowd scream and cheer his name. The announcer then calling out and announcing his opponent, Habit Headgear. The man stomping in and laughing. So you've got me fighting children now, you've got to be kidding me. As the announcer begins the fight, Headgear is only just able to flex his muscles to cover his neck before they're sliced into, surprising the villain, him trying to punch at Izuku, but it ain't working, with Izuku dodging and countering his attacks. This goes on for a little bit longer until one fatal strike, Izuku stabbing the man in the chest with one of his talons ripping it out and letting the man fall back. Izuku winning the match as he scratches a line on the wooden floor. 13 wins. As Izuku arrives home with more money in his pockets, he walks in to see there's no one there, only a note on the table. Goodbye. Izuku, just filled with rage and anger, flips the table in frustration. Another person abandoning him, first his father, then his mother, now 9. Weeks pass as he continues the fights. They're the only thing that really keeps him going, as one day he goes out for his next fight to see a kid younger than him with yellow hair thrown into the cage, him shaking in absolute fear and terror. Are you serious? Do you want me to kill the kid? The announcer just shrugging and beginning the match. Izuku charges forward, ready to hit the kid away and end it quickly. Him seeing the fear in the kid's face as he's about to hit him, Izuku hesitates for a second as the kid, in complete fear and almost instinct, puts his hands up and grabs Izuku's wing, electrocuting him and frying his wing as Izuku pulls it back. You bastard! Enraged as he's about to hit the boy again before the building is raided by bullies and heroes. Izuku busts out of the arena and escapes home. As he gets inside, he starts grabbing different items to try and heal his wing, but nothing is working. About half an hour later, Izuku hears a knock at the door, kind of confusing him as he cautiously goes to open it, to see a small man boasting a white coat, large moustache, and strange glasses. You must be the angel I've heard about. That's a nasty injury you've got there. If you're only here to point out the obvious, you can piss off. What if I can make you strong enough so you can never get an injury like this again? I can make you powerful. I can make you stronger than you've ever been before. Izuku raising an eyebrow to this. You see, young man, I am a quirk doctor and a specialist. However, I do have the capabilities to make you much stronger if you will allow me. A few hours later, Izuku finds himself strapped to a table, multiple needles and tubes stabbing and lodged into him. As one of the tubes starts filling up with liquid, Izuku feels a change as multiple different changes happen in his body. However, they don't react to him as well at all, causing him to seize up and shake violently, the doctor removing the liquid and chemicals immediately. This happens countless more times, with Izuku's wings turning a silver tint, almost metallic-like, his feathers sharpening and elongating into metal feathers, another pair of shorter metallic wings sprouting from his ribcage, and strange markings forming on his face, with his skin complexion turning a darker shade of blue and his eyes glowing red. Yes, my Archangel! And that is the end of this part. I do hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you do, be sure to show that you do, like, subscribe, all of that jazz. Comment down below if you did enjoy it, and yeah, I am looking forward to the series, since I haven't really seen anybody do something what I'm planning to do with the series, so I do hope you guys do enjoy it, and it meets up with your expectations. But anyway, that's pretty much that. Just comment down if you want to receive my videos as soon as they come out, hit the notification tab so you can get the videos as soon as they are uploaded. And yeah, remember all the music and everything down in the description below. And that's pretty much it. Just remember, God is awesome, you guys are too, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.